This is 5 albums by female artists that I really like. My wife never got rid of her records, so she's got well over 100 records there, and she listened to a lot of female artists, and I liked a lot of them. And with some of these we both liked, of course, and some, there's one that she just does not like at all. So I'm going to start off with Carole King, Tapestry. I mean, this is totally right up there on the top. When it came out, I remember going to a friend's house and we listened to it about 3 times over and over and over. And Carole King was at the top of her game there, songwriting, singing, everything came together on that album for sure. And next up I got Joanie Mitchell's Hissing of Summer Lawns. And this one's a little different for me. It's got lots of, it's got different rhythms and stuff going on, and it always appealed to me, but I do like a lot of her stuff, and my wife has most of Joanie's albums. Next up is one that I liked a lot, and that is Laura Nero. I almost forgot. And she was originally, her agent was David Giffen, and then they had a falling out and he formed a record company, and the rest is history. But I always liked her. She was always somebody different. She came out of the New York scene, and she was a piano player, and she wrote some real moody, different kind of stuff. And her stuff was covered by a lot of different people, her songs, but she recorded them also. And the tracks aren't on the cover, so I got the CD and the tracks are here. Eli's Coming, of course, 3 Dog Night, she does it on here. Stone Soul Picnic by the Fifth Dimension. I mean, I like their versions too, but I also like her versions. So that's Laura Nero. And this album, what is this album called? This album is called Eli and the 13th Confession. It's not on the cover of this, but it's on the cover of that, whatever. Next up, and you can't forget Janice. I mean, Janice is Janice, and there's not much more I can say about it. This album came out just after she died, but all the songs are great on this. Move Over, Cry Baby, A Woman Left Lonely, I mean, Me and Bobby McGee. It all came together for her on this album, and then unfortunately, we all know what happened. But, Pearl, I gotta have it. And last but not least, this is the one my wife, she just cannot stand, Nico, and I like her. I mean, I think she's totally different, and every time I hear it, there's a different mood, an aura created by her offbeat singing for sure. And I like the Velvet Underground stuff, the first album she did with them, and she did find a place on a few albums, and this is Chelsea Girl. I almost said Chelsea Hotel. This is Chelsea Girl, and it's got the song These Days written by Jackson Browne, but I love her version. It just, every time I hear it, I mean, a tear comes to my eye, really. There's just a feeling to that song, and Nico, I love it.